This Imole wife, what they call Wunmi, na one kind person, oh. She don't go expose herself more in another interview. Now, no say the first interview she had with TVC News and should be like a RNG interview, just to cover up. They were not asking the necessary questions on what wine Mubad. But this very one I'm about to drop with you in this particular video go surprise una, because the interviewer just dey hit the questions on the head. In fact, make una see how me dey shake for this particular video as they ask am question. Justice for Mohbad, justice for Imole.
Late Mohbad's wife to shed more light on happenings in the last 18 months or so since her husband's death. Wunmi joins us from Lagos virtually. Wunmi.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing today?
I'm fine, ma.
All right. Welcome to Security Scope on AIT.
Thank you, ma.
All right. Please recount to us the events that the last event before your husband passed, what you remember from your own opinion. We'd like to hear you give us that account.
So basically, on Tuesday, my husband died on Tuesday, September 12, 2023. So on Tuesday, we woke up like as families, and that was our child's 5th month birthday, which is 12th of September. So we woke up as family, he had his own stuff to do because he had a podcast on that Tuesday morning. Meanwhile, he sustained an injury on Sunday, the last show he went to. He sustained an injury. He had a fight with his friend, which he sustained an injury. So meanwhile, we wanted to call. We called a nurse on Monday, but the nurse was not available. So on Tuesday morning, the nurse actually called us that she will be available on Tuesday, and my husband asked her to come over, and we're supposed to go to the mall to get our son item for his 5th month birthday. But he asked us to just wait till he finished his medication with the nurse, then we'd go. So when the nurse came, the nurse administered injection on him. So it was the 3rd injection that he reacted to, and he was rushed to the hospital. And a few minutes after, he was declared dead.
Do you know this nurse you called the previous day was the same nurse that came on Tuesday, if I'm correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
is this a regular nurse? Like, is the nurse your family doctor, or the nurse is a random nurse that you know around the neighborhood?
Okay, so he has a personal nurse, but the nurse was not around on Tuesday and Monday. Yeah, we put a call through to his personal nurse, but she wasn't available. So a friend spending offered to give him his own personal nurse, and he said he has been using the nurse since 3 years ago. So his friend offered the nurse to come on Monday, but the nurse said she wasn't around also. So the nurse let her come on Tuesday. So that was the first time using the nurse.
Were you in the hospital with them?
No, it was a home service. Okay. The nurse came to our house.
So what led to why did you then decided to take him to the hospital after the nurse had treated him at home?
Yeah, so he reacted to the injection. Immediately the nurse gave him the 3rd injection. He vomited. He said he wanted to vomit and he wanted to pee also. So he vomited the food he ate in the morning. He also peed. So on his way coming from the restroom, he fell down and he said he was feeling hot, deep, like he was feeling hot inside, and he needed air, he needed AC. And he also asked us to pour him water because he's feeling hot, and he started reacting, he started having bumps, good bumps on his body, and we poured him water, but he said he was not comfortable still. So when we got to realize that the condition was getting worse, so we had to rush him to the hospital. So basically, it was the injection that reacted on his body that led to us taking him to the hospital.
Okay. Well, so far so good. What has been the relationship between you and Mohbad's father?
Our relationship has been, it has been so nothing to write home all about.
Why so?
Because it's basically because of my husband's royalties and all of that. He wants to be in control of everything he left behind. He doesn't want to understand the fact that he has a child. He wants to be the one in control of everything, and um my husband's lawyer is trying to act based on the law, but he doesn't want it. He wants to be in control. So the fact that um what he wanted was not given to him. He has been trying to set me up. He has been trying to um um like to defame me, to defame our only child. He has called him so many names. He has called him a bastard. He has said so many things. He has even called me a promiscuous woman just to back up his claim that Liam is a bastard. Our only child is a bastard. And he has said so many things. And all of this is because of my husband's loyalty, nothing else. Like he wants to be in charge of everything.
When you say he wants to be in charge, he wants to be in control, what do you mean?
I'm like what I'm trying to insinuate is that he doesn't want anybody to question him. Like he wants to be the one to he wants to be the one to be in control of everything my husband left behind, including the blinded property he got for our child. Because he has been requesting for it from the day my husband died up to this moment. So he doesn't want anything to be with anybody. He wants, like, including the landed property, the royalties, to be in his demand. Like he wants everything to be in his care.
Okay,
And he will
I get
and he
that.
really wants to give whoever he wants to give willingly. He doesn't want anybody to force him or query him when it comes to my husband's
All right,
property.
all right. You just mentioned a while ago that your father-in-law does not believe that Liam is his grandson. His
No, I never said so. He believed. He believed Liam is his grandson. He knows 101% that Liam is his grandson.
So why is
But
he demanding for a paternity test?
or because after my husband's demise, he called my husband's lawyer. Not even called. He has been saying it from the moment he saw my husband's body. He has been asking for everything that belongs to my husband: his car, his phone, everything. So he has been calling my. He told my husband's lawyer that my husband's lawyer should give him everything that is in his care that belongs to my husband. So my husband's lawyer said it cannot work that way because my husband left a child, that every damn thing will be done according to the law. So he does not want it. So he said is either he is in charge of everything, or he will go all out there to destroy me. And that is what he has been doing concerning my child.
Wumi, I'd like to know at this point if you
Okay.
are sure that Liam is Mohbad's son. I ask this because not only your father-in-law is asking for
Yeah.
paternity test, a lot of people
Okay.
are asking for this paternity test. And it's been like almost 2 years since your husband passed and the
Yeah.
paternity test has not been done. Why is it being delayed? But first, I'd like to know if you are sure that Liam is Mohbad's son.
I am 100% sure. I am 101% sure. Like even my father-in-law is 101% sure. Like my husband is the only man I've ever had anything sexual with all my life. So even my father-in-law is 101% sure because this little baby is something that we actually prayed for. It is not something that I really want to have. Like I was literally, like you, I was pressured to have it because I had him very young. I got pregnant when I was 23. So it's not something that I planned or I actually
What do you
wanted
mean
because
it's something you pressed for? You
I,
people were
I
praying
was
for.
pressured, like it was out of pressure. Like my father-in-law wanted the baby, not even me, not even my husband. He wanted the baby. He was always the one coming to us, telling us to get pregnant. Like he wants me to have a baby. He wants me to do like to at least have a baby for his son. So it's not as if we, myself and my husband, planned it or so it was. We had a dream that I would be pregnant and the baby would be a boy, and when he grow up and die, the baby will be the one to buy his coffin. Like he said, the Holy Spirit, tells him And also, he also told me that he also asked us to fast. We fasted for 7 days, myself, my husband, and my father-in-law. He took me to different mountains to have the baby so that I can get pregnant. And so it's not something that I did it like because I want to. It was out of prayer. It was what he wanted. So it is so unfortunate. And now the same child that he pressured us to have is now
Making
the
noise.
same child that
Making
is
noise. I see.
defaming online, calling him different names, saying he's a bastard just because of his own selfish interest. It is really unfortunate, but it is such a sad story. But I feel like the only thing that can just make this whole thing to become, to get clearer to people that are in doubt is just for me to get the DNA done. But now he doesn't
I
want
know
it
they
done.
hear you.
He does not
The
want
thing
it
they do
done.
like this. I know they hear you, Baba. I know they hear you. It's making noise.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you, Wunmi. I
Yes.
just like to know what do you make of the verdict to do with Naira Marley being free by the court? What do you make of that verdict?
Man, it is actually sad because a lot has been happening after my husband's demise, and even before my husband's demise, a whole lot has happened, which is online. How he was bullied, how he was harassed, how how he was defamed because and at the end of the day, nothing is being done just because the whole family has not been in cordial relationship. The whole family has not been settled. It's been from one problem to another. And even my father-in-law has said it publicly that he does not have any issue with it. In fact, he has been defending them. And allegedly, I heard that one way or the other they've been in contact. Do you understand? Because a lot of people that has been speaking for him, she says there is a lady called Ibukun that has a relationship with them. And that's this same Ibukun has been the one funding my father-in-law, giving him money, giving him cars, giving him different things just to keep lying and just to keep spoiling the whole case. Do you understand? And this same Ibuku has been the one, is giving the suspect money just to come out to defame me and a whole lot of things. It's so unfortunate that at the end of the day, the people that I feel like can stand by my side to fight for justice for my husband are still the one dining with his enemies. Do you understand? When I heard the whole news, I felt really sad about it because in one way or the other, if in one way or the other they've done something that Liam our only son would grow up to ask me when he grows up. And at the end of the day, when I got to realize that nothing can be done to it, it's very, very sad, but there's nothing I can do because at this point all I have to do is just to fight for myself and my
Okay,
child.
okay, Wunmi, I've heard all that you have said concerning the court verdict and how some of the circumstances or the relationship with your husband and Naira Marley could have been investigated more. But also, I want to know if Naira Marley had reached out to you since your husband passed.
He never reached out to me. But I think 2 days after my husband's demise, his manager reached out to me on WhatsApp. She was trying to, she sent me a text. She said we should settle all of this amicably as families, that Liam is such a fine boy and they'll make sure that they take good care of him. She tried to call me, but I did not pick up. So then, I think, yes, that was the conversation she sent to me. But I didn't respond to her, and since then they've not reached out. So it's just before since then. So from then it's been from one bullying to another. A whole lot of people has been coming for me, and these same people has been trying to exonerate them, but they are coming for me. Do you understand? So one way or the other, I feel like they have something in common. And I feel like if I had responded to his manager when she called me, maybe all of this would have happened. But it is all good.
Okay, I'm sure that you also know that there are many people who believe you know more than you want to tell the world, about the last moment of your husband alive. They also talk about the audio where you and your late husband were arguing, something that happened a couple of hours before he passed. Would you like to clear that part for us?
Of course, yes. So regarding that voice recording, it's something that is really, really sad, because let me just say, like, those moments were his vulnerable moments. Do you understand? That was after the NDLA attack, and that day was on my birthday, 2022. Yes, on my birthday, 2022, April 29. I was in the hospital because, after the NDLA issue, he was paranoid. He was living in fear. Like, it got worse to the extent that we went to the psychiatric hospital, because he became a shadow of himself. He doesn't see himself as the Mohbad that everybody see him as. Do you understand? He forgot, like, he doesn't even know his songs, the song that he released himself. He doesn't know them anymore. He cannot perform them in the show because he does not even know most of his songs. He does not know most things. But I was the only one with him then. But the whole thing was, God really was to the extent that even me myself, I was sick, because if I just be together and he was just start screaming, saying some people want to kill him, some people want to do this, some people want to do that. We might be together sleeping, and he would just wake up middle of the night and ask me to go outside. Irrespective of where we are, we have to go out until it is calm. Do you understand? So that day was on my birthday. He already wished me happy birthday. He already posted my picture online. He just called me. And he was like, "Where is the phone? Where is his phone?" This same phone he was talking about was the same phone I was using. Where is his iCloud? The iCloud he was talking about was the same iCloud I am still using up to this moment. And the iCloud is his name. And that is the same iCloud myself and him were using. He was just saying different things. Where is his phone? That was the phone he was talking about was
Okay,
the
I
phone I
get the
was using.
background of that. I get the background of that. But real quickly, because our time is
So,
almost
so,
up.
yeah, okay, let me try to just summarize
Okay.
that. So, yeah. So I did that voice note because it was on my birthday and because I was sick. So I was not expecting him to talk to me in such a manner, and I was so sad. So I had to do the recording on a friend's phone to play to him, because whenever he comes down, he's always denying not saying such a thing to me. And also, I did that because I wanted to also play to his father, because then I was already tired of the relationship and I wanted to leave. So his father is always the one coming to me, begging me to please not leave, I should not
Okay.
leave his son and daughter. So
Oh,
I did that because I wanted to clear him, to make him know that, to let him understand how how the whole thing has affected him. And I did the recording on a friend's phone. So there
all
is
right.
another girl that
Wunmi,
I'm talking
Wunmi,
to. This
you
same
you
girl
you
is
responded to
Marian.
that. You have responded to that
Oh,
question. I'd like
yeah,
to
but
know at this point why the paternity test is still pending and why your husband has not been buried.
the reason why the paternity test is still pending is because my father-in-law doesn't want to do the DNA. I feel the main reason is because he doesn't want the attention is getting from the public. He doesn't want it to end. Like, he enjoys the attention is getting from the
Have you
public. He
made
enjoys
efforts to get his samples for the DNA? Have you made efforts?
me and my father-in-law.
You, because the news out there is that it is you who is declining from going for the paternity test.
No, no, no. The whole world now knows the truth. Yeah, people believe that because I was not saying anything. But I think for the past 3 weeks I've been saying my truth,
So
and
what's
now
your
a whole lot of
truth?
people.
What's your truth?
So
Tell
a whole lot of
AIT.
people know. Yeah, the truth. My truth now is that I have been ready for the DNA since 2023 up to this moment. So my father-in-law has been the one delaying the process, and now since last year the court has given us the go ahead to do the DNA. But now he doesn't want me to do my own. He does not want me to do my own personal DNA. He wants he wants to be the one to do his own DNA, because he already knows the results he wants to publish. So he doesn't want me to do any DNA to counter his DNA.
All
He
right.
knows
So
that
why
that's
has
how
your
the result
husband not
comes.
been buried?
Because my father-in-law doesn't want him buried. So yes, so I'm still saying, like, this whole thing is based on one thing, and the thing is he enjoys the attention he's getting from the media. And he knows that once the DNA is done and once my husband is buried, that is the end of the game for him. So he does not want it to end anytime soon. And that's why he has been delaying the process. So there is no any reason whatsoever where that my husband's body is at the morgue. My father-in-law willingly does not want to bury him. And
All right,
also the
people are
DNA.
wondering how the relationship between you and your father-in-law suddenly nosedived after your husband.